smaller circles.
Right. 46% of those surveyed in the Des Moines Register poll want an outsider. 56% in the Monmouth poll want an outsider, somebody who's never held public office. But there are a couple more polls that I think are really striking from the findings from the Des Moines Register poll. When asked, the Republican primary voters, when asked whether they're unsatisfied with the Republican Congress, 54% say unsatisfied, 21% say mad as hell about the Republican Congress. So 3/4 of likely Republican caucus goers are either unsatisfied or mad as hell about the Republican Congress. I think that tells you virtually everything you need to know. The interesting thing is in both polls, Ben Carson's favorables are that high, and it shows that he actually has room to grow. And I think people are looking at him, they see Donald Trump surging, and look at Ben Carson and say, there's an outsider who can actually make a coherent argument, an outsider with a brain, which I think is really to his benefit.
To listen to those polls tomorrow about Congress, you wonder about the decision to publicize and tout the endorsement of former House Majority Leader Eric Cantor by Jeb Bush. I mean, this is like strong letter to follow. 70+% people hate Republican establishment.
Eric Cantor was defeated in one of the most historically huge repudiations ever. I don't think we've ever had a majority leader defeated in the primary before. I think he has that distinction being the only one. But Jeb Bush is playing the old playbook really well. He raised the most money anybody could have imagined. He has more endorsements than anybody else, but it's just not working. And we're in a populist, anti-Washington, anti-politician moment, and that's why you see Donald Trump and Ben Carson, and Carly Fiorina to a lesser extent benefiting from this. But the thing that's amazing to me is Donald Trump, his favorables are increasing. He used to be underwater, even though he was rising in the polls. Now, people like him. It doesn't matter how many people he insults. He just keeps on going up. I think it's extraordinary, and I say this as someone who was totally wrong that his first day would be his best day.
Charles, you look at a study of contrasts on the stump. Donald Trump and Ben Carson, that's basically polar opposite.
Exactly right. I mean, if you were in bizarro world and you had to create an anti-Donald Trump, it would be Ben Carson. Who knew that this was a summer person? He's slowly creeping along. No one hears about him, yes, of course this is the outsiders. Of course, Trump, Fiorina, and Carson represent the anti-establishment part. But you've got to give Carson his due. I mean, he is the ultimate gentle, soft-spoken family doctor who cannot like the guy. And he doesn't pretend. He doesn't put on airs. He doesn't attack. He's just very soft-spoken. Look, in the debate, he did not do well on policy, but where he did fantastically well was in the last answer, in which he was self-deprecating, funny, and in a way, when he said, we're taking out half the rent. But if you look at Washington, it looks like other people have gotten there before me. He's clever. And everybody remembers one moment of a person in the debate. And that's what everybody remembers about Carson. And he's the sleeper here. I mean, I don't think in the end people will want, I'm not sure, but in the end the man knows is in the White House. But his strength is not just anti-establishment. He's a completely wonderful guy that is hard not to actually like.
And he on center seat, Steve, he said, the thing about me is that I learn. And you watch him on this campaign, he has been learning. The sound bites have changed. His talking points have changed. His presentation has changed. And he's evolved.
Well, it's not just that he's not bombastic or, like a typical politician. It's that when we had him here for a conversation, he engaged, he looked at me in the eye, he actually answered the questions, which politicians rarely do. He talks like a regular American, and I think for regular Americans, including myself, that's a huge compliment and a huge asset.
Regular Americans, brain.
The only one who could split the conjoined twins. That's it for the panel. But stay tuned to see two toddlers calling a sticky situation.
How much money do you have in your pocket right now?
At $40.
21? Could something that small make an impact on as big as your retirement?
No.
Well, if you start putting that money towards your retirement, let it grow over time, for 20, 30 years, that retirement challenge might not seem so big after all.
Prudential, bring your challenges.
I didn't realize how bad my smile was with fillings do something. I looked at partial bridges. I looked at dentures. Out of all the options, Clear Choice was the only choice for me.
At Clear Choice, we bring hope to millions who suffer from missing a failing teeth with dental implants that look, feel, and function like strong, natural teeth.
All the specialists with all the technology they need are in one spot. It makes delivering this 21st century world-class dentistry very easy to do, and we do it in one day.
I can laugh, people crack a joke, and I smile. It was a life-changing thing.
Call today to schedule your free comprehensive consultation, an ICAP 3D imaging scan. We'll even talk financing options while you're here.
They not only helped to rebuild my smile, but helped me to rebuild my self-confidence. They really set me free. I mean, look at this smile.
At Clear Choice, you're about to discover what you've been missing all these years. Call Clear Choice today.
When your I'm ready now moment comes, Jenny Craig can help you lose 3 times more weight than dieting on your own. You get a dedicated consultant who provides one-on-one personalized support to help you reach your goal. Then choose from nearly 100 delicious foods, including more than a dozen new choices to create your own menu, so you can eat what you love and love losing weight. Join today and get $50 off our best program, plus $50 in food savings.
A moment can change your whole life with Jenny Craig.
We needed 30 new hires for our call center.
I'm spending too much time hiring and not enough time in my kitchen.
Need to hire fast? Go to ZipRecruiter.com and post your job to over 100 of the web's leading job boards with a single click. Then simply select the best candidates from one easy-to-review list.
Put up one post, and the next day you have all these candidates.
Makes my job a lot easier.
Over 400,000 businesses have already used ZipRecruiter, and now you can use ZipRecruiter for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/offer4.
Only Nexium 24-hour gives you Nexium level protection for frequent heartburn, all day and all night. Try Nexium 24-hour, the #1 prescribed acid-blocking brand, and get all day, all night protection. Nexium level protection.
Well, it's not sometimes parents find their kids getting into trouble even when they're alone for just a few minutes. One 3-year-old really wanted to have fun with her infant brother, but a peanut butter bath really wasn't what her mother was looking for complete.
What are you doing? I know. What have you been doing to your brother? I know.
You don't know?
Scrub with him.
You were scrubbing him?
Yeah.
Oh, Ethan. Hi.
Mama!
You must have been getting into
Take a look at
something that I
this.
didn't imagine it was.
Hilarious.
Well, it's not sometimes parents find their kids getting into trouble even when they're alone for just a few minutes.
Look at
One
that.
3-year-old
It's unbelievable.
really wanted to have fun with her infant brother, but a peanut butter bath really wasn't what her mother was looking for complete.
What are you doing? I know. What have you been doing to your brother? I know.
You don't know?
Scrub with him.
You were scrubbing him?
Yeah.
Oh, Ethan. Hi. I knew you must have been getting into something, but I just didn't imagine it would be this. Does it feel good? Yeah. We have to go give you a bath now. Emily, no more.
Does it feel good? That peanut butter bath. Highly recommended. Thanks, everybody. It's your home tonight. That's
so
it for this Retro Report. Fair, balanced, and unafraid. Greta goes on the record without the peanut butter. Right now.
One Texas sheriff wants you to know he thinks cop lives matter too. Tonight, he goes on the record. The next sheriff in the entire nation is horrified over his deputy shot and killed execution style while simply filling up his police cruiser with gasoline. A gunman shooting Deputy Darren Goforth in the back of the head and unloading 14 more bullets into the officer. Shannon Miles, already has a long rap sheet, in his first court appearance today, is now charged with capital murder. On the record as live team coverage from the courthouse to the murder scene, the Harris County Sheriff is also due to go on the record. But we begin with Casey Stegall live outside the Houston courthouse. Casey.
Greta, good evening. Aside from the horrific nature of this crime, today was a fairly standard probable cause hearing. The suspect